this is that beautiful music that is like our country. It's so free. If you have it, you can share it with others, and you can add to it, take away, and give your perspective of it.
I think it's the freedom of it, you know. It's like nobody tells you what to do, but it's structured, you know, and it's beautiful, and it appeals to your intellect, you know, if you haven't lost your intellect. You know, a lot of people maybe in your generation don't know about it, you know.
I just want to just swab them down with, this is what jazz is.
The Phipps family has a tremendous history and reputation and following here in New Jersey, and have been a part of the local jazz scene for several decades. Their musical tradition goes back for many more years than I've known them personally. Some of the older members of the family, I understand, have performed with some of the really renowned big bands, sitting in from time to time with people like Count Basie, Duke Ellington, and some of the megastars of the jazz world.
Just a little warm up.
The Phipps is in the house.
I'm proud to be part of the legacy.
The Phipps clan.
They're musicians.
They were all whalers.
They're all on music. That part I knew a long time ago.
Like the princess of a powerful dynasty, having so many family members who have already laid the foundation for me to come.
Oh, wow. She's just wonderful. Silver-throated, I'm so happy to be in that family. I don't know what to do. You can just watch her sing and feel the expression and the music pour out of her body. She just makes you part of the scene, the set.
I'm not the kind of person that cries. My family has always said, you're unemotional, and I'm not unemotional. It's just that I put all of my emotions into music.
My heart, oh man, is a creature that outbreak with strength. You can go and try to dress him up, but still, he will make you say, my baby, baby's found somebody new. Oh, here's my baby still. Here's my baby still. Here's my baby, my sweet daddy, my baby, my baby, here's my baby, my baby, sugar.
Music has always been inherent and just always a part of me. And my mother always told me that I was going to be the next Mahalia Jackson or Billie Holiday. And so here I am.
Young lovers face to face with
My name is Gene Phipps Jr. I would practice down in the cellar for hours and hours. You know, the lessons that I was given from my father when I became serious, studying music seriously. Prior to that, I would dabble on piano, my Uncle Ernest. I played my Uncle Harold's conga drums, and I guess the first gig I ever made was actually on conga drums in high school. You know, I was a child. I was 3, 4 years old. I can remember the family would get together, and my father, my uncles would play. Father saxophone, my Uncle Ernest on piano, my Uncle Walter on violin, my Uncle Harold playing his congas and bongos. My grandmother would be the cheerleader because she would always inspire us. My family's put a lot of musicians to work. They can tell you themselves. They had a famous band in the 50s, was Nat Phipps big band, which people like Wayne Shorter, Grace Moncur, Billy Phipps, Harold Phipps played in that band. It's one of the historic bands that came out of Newark. Like I said, I'm just proud to be part of the legacy.
Tight. I don't even know how old I was, but I remember these guys carrying these strange cases. And, you know, I knew they were my cousins, but I was wondering what they were doing with them. And I was inspired by that, just the mystery of music. Most people that become proficient at something, they're not doing it for money, they're doing it for the love of it. And then once you attain it, then you want to share it with other people. For some reason, you just, like the first time I learned how to play the blues, I went walking down the street playing my flute. I was saying, look, look. And everybody would say, this guy here, what is wrong with him? But I just wanted to share it with other people. You know, to me, running after it for so long, I said, I might as well let the other people know I can do this. Right now, I'm a freelance musician that thrives and lives on just music and more jazz and more, giving back as much as I can to the young people that come up and ask me, what are you doing, old man? That's about it.
My name is Gene Phipps. Eugene Phipps. They call me Gene Phipps. I happen to be Gene Phipps Sr. I've been around for a long time, and I don't really know where to start. Music has been my life, yeah. I started playing music at the age of 10 years old. And I've been playing it all ever since. And now I'm 73 years old. I'm still playing it. I intend to play it until I can't play anymore. We were one of the last of the bands that traveled, you know, in cars, and we had a truck to carry the instruments. And that's up and down the road, you know, that's nerve-wracking. Wherever the clubs was at, I had to play them, you know, because that was my business, you know, to play music, and the clubs was really plentiful at the time. Today, I work with my son a lot, and I enjoy playing. It's not like it used to be, but I enjoy playing.
Always exposed to music as a kid. There was music in my house every day, and especially on weekends. There was a lot of music. I started out when I was a teenager, in high school really, and we used to play a lot of Latin music. I had a set of bongos and I had conga drums at the time. And we would play for the local canteens where all of us teenagers would get together and have our weekly jam session and sort of a dance at the community house in Montclair. Then I went on to play with my older brothers while I was still in high school. While they were working in town at various clubs, they would invite me to sit in with them, and sometimes I got paid. So while I was in school, I was making a little money on the weekends, having a good time and learning how to play jazz music and calypso and Latin jazz. But I did have a very, very full life as far as being an entertainer, being able to express myself creatively as a percussionist and as a musician, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
That's me? Yeah, you see? Yeah, that's my wife. Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah. So you can come and shoot both of you. Yeah. Do you sing also? Yeah. First, get the cricket. Get that cricket.
The house?
It's almost back. Precious. Oh my God. Precious, get the cricket.
I saw Steven. Oh, his cute friend. They're supposed to be coming over here. I'm call you when his cute friend get here so that y'all can get to know each other better.
Oh, Nat, dang it. She almost got it. Get the cricket.
Yeah, I'm not saying to have him in your, because he lives out here, but you can have a little phone buddy, you know what I'm saying? Every so often, I can get on the phone.
Uh-oh. I ripped one of its legs off. Both of its legs.
Well, what happened? What happened to Troy?
Oh, she got the cricket.
This cat ate the cricket.
Precious, come on. Leg, get the leg.
Now he eating the leg of the cricket. This is absolutely disgusting. Precious. She ate it. She ate the cricket.
I'll let you like me until you eat something else.
Whom dat? Whom dat? How Roddy doing?